There's not a single person on this earth who can say they made you. You are someone who has spent a majority of your lifetime handling things completely by yourself. And it took a lot of strength and courage for you to pull yourself out of the dark places that you were in while everyone watched. Were standing around watching you try to get out this hole that you were in. One of them had the rope. They could have pulled you up at any time. One of them had a ladder. They could have dropped the ladder so you could climb up and then pulled you up the rest of the way. There were people around you who had the resources to help you out of these situations, and for whatever reason, they chose not to assist you. They chose not to help you. They watched, secretly hoping that you would fail. And while they were watching and secretly hoping that you would fail, you pulled yourself out of that hole by yourself. You didn't have rope. You didn't have a ladder. You didn't have a one-up on anybody. You didn't have any stepping stools. You had nothing but yourself. And you pulled yourself out of that place that you were in. And none of these people can take credit for who you are. They weren't willing to pull you out of that hole because they were afraid of falling in. They were afraid of getting dirty. But yet you still pulled yourself out anyway. And because they know you or they knew you, they want to take credit for who you are now. For some of you, this could be the person or the people who raised you. They raised you. But they raised you up in a toxic environment. They raised you around things that you shouldn't have been around. Although these are the people who raised you, the toxic environment that they put you in did not assist in your success. The only thing that it did was hinder it. They did not guide you. They didn't teach you nothing. They did not play the part of being that mother or that father role that would have been the key to you getting a little bit further ahead. They would have simply just loved you and nurtured you and guided you and helped you and assisted you, set you up for success. Then they could say they played a part in where you are now. You crawled yourself out of that hole alone. So none of them can take credit for the place that you are. And because of the type of person that you are, you don't even take all the credit for who you are now. You give God the credit. Because only God, the Most High God, can help you get out of that situation that you were in. Only God can take that nothing that you had and help you turn it into something. But even God doesn't want all the credit, because yes, God does assist us and He helps us, but it's on us to step out on faith. It's still on us to take action and take those steps. He cannot take the action for us. He can't take the steps for us. He can't step out on faith for us. Your mother cannot take credit for where you are. Your father cannot take credit for where you are. Your old friends, your old teachers, your old counselors, your old coaches, none of them can take credit for who you are today unless you give them the credit. But for this person that I'm speaking to, no one but you and God can take credit for what you are about to receive and who you are today, because you rocked alone. You built yourself through isolation. You built yourself through the pain and the hurt. You still kept going. They did not feel that pain and that hurt for you. They did not experience it with you. They did not experience the hunger with you. They didn't experience the drought with you. You experienced that by yourself. And because you experienced that by yourself, you are taking the credit. Anyone else who tries to take credit for who you are now and where you are going is talking out the side of their neck. They couldn't even give a full page essay explaining the part they played in your life. And half of them, the only part that they played was harming you and trying to bring destruction into your life that they did not realize you are capable of transmuting into positivity. So yes, thank you for your darkness and your negative energy and your bad intent. Thank you for that. Because what I am is a transmuter. So every single thing that you give me that is dark, I am capable of turning it into light. It does not matter. So if you would like to take credit for being the villain in my story, or being the bad guy, or being the bad friend, or being the bad parental figure, take credit for that. But do not ever take credit for who I am today. Know your place and run your race.